Hello, this is Moody Alshehaby and this is our 7th video of our Adobe After Effect course from scratch. In our previous video, we've talked about the 3D concept in After Effect. We've also practiced two exercises. First exercise was a 3D text and we've used the geometry option along with the light layers. Second exercise, we created a 3D logo using the index expression along with the levels effect. Today in our video, we'll talk about the mask. First part in this video starts on the time shown on the screen now, and it will be about the mask concept, how to create it, how to control it, and how to animate it, and more options within the mask concept. Second part starts on the time shown on the screen now, and we will remove unwanted static objects from the video. Third part in this video starts on the time shown on the screen now, and we will remove a moving object from the video. Now without any further ado, let's start. Now I'm gonna start with the mask concept. What is the mask? Mask is a shaped layer on top of your picture or video that defines the area beneath it. So, you can show or hide parts of your layer underneath it according to your top layer. Also, mask works with either picture or video the same way. Unlike the Luma matte, it works only with the black and white colors. To start creating any mask, you have to highlight or select your layer first. Now you can select your rectangle tool and start drawing a mask on your image. As you see, you are showing whatever within your shape, and whatever outside your shape is being hidden. Once you finish your shape, you will see the mask option down here in the submenu. Any mask is already set automatically on Add. Showing within the mask and hide whatever outside. Now we've got three options to control our mask from. First, from this drop menu here. Second, from the shape itself and its corner and sides. Third, from the mask parameters. Now let's see what if I wanted to enlarge my masking area. You don't have to draw your mask again. Just double click on your mask and you will get those points, which you can just select and drag and move it right or left. Or from the corners, you can hold and drag both sides. I will just double click outside my mask area to deselect it. If you want to move the entire mask together, just hold one side of it and move it as you wish. Alright, but what if I want to control and move just one corner? Just one click outside the mask. You see the corner point here? It changed it to rounded. Just select it and move it. Now we've drawn a mask and learned how to control it from the shape itself. Now to the second control option. Once you create the mask, you will see it already set on Add, which means you are showing within the mask and hiding outside of it. Now if you just want to reverse it, go with Subtract. Now whatever within the mask is hidden, and you are only showing whatever is outside. Same way, if you were on Add and you wanted to reverse it, just check that inverted box in here. Either way. Our first option here is None, and it doesn't mean that you remove or deactivated your mask. Simply, just showing the entire image. However, your mask is still selected and active. You just go with this option if you still wanted to see the entire image for some reason, in case if you want to adjust your mask to a certain point, or you still have unfinished work within the layer. The rest of the options only work when you have multiple masks. Let me remove this mask and create 2 new masks to check the other options. I will draw my first mask. Now the second mask. Both masks here are overlapping in some areas. Each mask comes in a separate layer here, mask 1 and mask 2. You can right click on it and rename it. Let's say this one is left, this one is right. You can also click on the color box here and change it as you wish. Once you change those colors, the shape of your mask's color has changed accordingly too. Select your second mask from the drop menu, and if you choose intersect, you will only see the overlapped area. Same time, if you start moving your mask right or left, in or out, you will be showing more or less in your mask. The next two options, lighten and darken, are pretty much like add and subtract. Last option here is the difference. It only removes the overlapped area. I'm gonna remove those masks and create a new one to check in our last control option. From the mask parameters, I've got some options. First one here is the mask path. If you want to animate this mask, place your timeline indicator at the beginning. Click on the stopwatch to create your keyframe. Place your timeline indicator a couple seconds further. Now you can double click on your mask. Get one point and close it towards the end of your mask. Press F9 to ease your keyframes. Enhance it from the graph editor too. Now press 0 from the numlock or the spacebar to play your animation. We're gonna use this option when it comes to remove a moving object from a video. Second option here is the mask feather, and that's very common in any graphic program. You just increase it to soften the edges of your layer. Then we have the mask opacity, increase or decrease the opacity of your layer. Last one here is the mask expansion, and that's if you want to show more of your mask area without enlarging the mask itself. Well, so far we've learned how to control the mask from the mask shape itself, also from the drop menu, or from the parameters of the mask. One more last thing before we move forward. Masks only work with the closed shapes. That means circle, rectangle, triangle, star, whatever closed shape. Let me try this for you. Get the pen tool and draw a path. As you see, you still see the entire picture. There is no mask here yet. Also, you didn't get the mask option automatically like before. However, if you open the submenu, you will still see you have a mask 1. And you have the same parameters like before, but you didn't get the mask options. Let me try to close the shape. You see here, once you close it, you've got all your options ready. I hope I made it clear. Now let's try to use the concept and remove unwanted objects from some videos. Now we've got a video, and we have a static object here that we want to remove, which is the camera. First, make sure your layer is selected. Get your pen tool. Draw a shape around the object that you want to remove. Also make sure you leave a few pixels around your object. You don't have to be extremely precise with your selection. Also include the object shade with you. Now open your mask option. As we've mentioned, it's on add automatically, but we will use the subtract option as we want to invert to remove this area. Now we've got a black hole in our video that we need to refill. This dark area also known by alpha. And here it comes to content aware fill panel. If you can't find it in here, go to window and you can get it from there. First, here you have the alpha expansion. Use it to increase or decrease the size of the alpha or the black area. Secondly, the fill method. You have three options: object, and we're gonna use this with the moving objects. Then the surface, which is like our example now, a static element that we want to remove. So select surface. Then range. If you want to apply this for the entire movie duration or on just a specific working area. I'm gonna work only on 8 seconds length so we can shorten the video. Then click on generate fill layer. Once you click on that, you will see a fill folder here, as well as a layer with all the fills in your timeline. And here from the content aware fill panel, you will see the program is working on filling the alpha area with matching layers and colors from the surrounding area. That would take some time, depends on your video length and also depends on your computer capabilities. The program here has already filled the alpha area and working on the render. Now it's all done, and you can see the camera has been removed. Let's try and play the video. There is no camera in here. There is no edges. Looks pretty clean. Now to our last part in this video, and let's try to remove unwanted moving object from a video. I have a couple walking along the beach in the front, then a group of people behind them which we will try to remove. Select your layer first, get the pen tool, let's draw a shape around this group of people. Open the submenu from your layer, open the mask tool, and instead of add or subtract, this time I will go with none as of now. I still want to see the entire video as I have unfinished work to do yet. Now make sure your timeline indicator is set at the beginning of your timeline. Then open the mask parameters. Then from the mask path, create your first keyframe. Then move your timeline indicator slowly to play your video. And as you move it, watch the object that you want to remove. Is it still inside the mask area or getting out? Then start adjust your mask accordingly. Each time you are adjusting your mask based on your moving object, you will be creating a new keyframe. Keep moving your video slowly and keep adjusting your mask to fit it around your object. You can enlarge or decrease your mask as you go, like we've learned in the first part of this video. My object is within the mask the entire video. Before we start to do anything, I will change the mask mode and put it back to subtract. I will also increase the feather a little bit. I will set it up to 20 pixels. Then from the content aware fill, I will choose object as we have a moving object. Then I will go with the entire duration as I only got a 10-second video. Then click on Generate Fill Layer. You will have to save your work first if you haven't saved it yet. Now the program will just work on filling those alpha areas with subjects from the surroundings. Now it's all done and you can play your video. The group that was in the back is gone and you can only see the couple. Removing an object from a video could be pretty challenging at times. It depends on the object, how complex it is it overlapping with some other objects or not, but it's pretty much the same concept we have just mentioned. That was our video for today, the mask concept, how to create it, animate it, control it or change it, how to remove a static object as well as a moving object from a video. Our next video, we will go through the camera and the null objects. Tune in with me for the next video. Thanks a lot for watching and have a great day.